Okay, this for my Aries. Okay, Aries, this is for you. Unexpected caution for my Aries. These are healing cards, Aries. Let's just flow for my Aries sign. Universe. Unexpected caution for August 1st through August 15th for my Aries. I gotta wiggle them. You know the Aries. You know the verse of them. I gotta wiggle the cards. Wiggle, jiggle, 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 jiggle. So we have... try to do 10 cards off the big card. Okay, so let's just go to the Aries sign. Let me see if any words on it now. Is this another one? Okay, let's just flow. Okay, we got it. Okay, the first one for the Aries is that what makes a happy home, Aries? What makes our happy ever after, Aries? Because a warning is coming for somebody. So we're going to change it around, Aries. If it's not a warrant coming, we're going to say an invitation coming. An invitation, a job offer. See, we can take it another way if it's not a warrant. Get what I'm saying? But this unexpected caution, a job offer for the Aries, approval letter for college. We can take it different, Aries, right? If it's not a warrant, okay? Something coming though in paper for Aries, unexpected caution. What makes our home happy? What makes our happy ever after? I'm sorry. Okay, next one is you're gonna put all your money together, you and somebody, and cherish each other, right? Whoever it is, right? So the next one is number 216. You can turn it around. Could be part of anything. From birthdays to part of a socials, license, door numbers, court dates. It could be part of anything, times or anything. Okay, so you just went broke. So some kind of way you just went broke. Some kind of way maybe. Because you're going to put the money together to make something happen, I guess. Whatever it is. Something's going to happen between 5:30 a.m. 5:30 p.m. So we're here for the Aries. You're going to have to pay your bills, Aries. Because you got them well stored, my Aries. Right, so that's why you're going to go broke, because you're going to pay those bills like you should, right? So something is going to be left on the street, whatever it is, leaves or something is going to be left on the street, right? So or somebody going to leave you on the street or whatever's going on there. So you ready for balance type of feeling, Aries. You want balance, because if somebody up here going to put the money together and pay, you know, you want balance. Get what it's saying, right? You want a balanced feeling. So we hear right here that I want to love my Aquarius all the time. So you might be dealing with somebody Aquarius, an air sign. Somebody act like an Aquarius some kind of way, if not Aquarius. Because somebody was in the wonderland, maybe, out there some kind of way. Or maybe you was in wonderland, right, before, as far as thinking a certain kind of way. But a choice had to be made, because God said choice must be made. As far as like putting the money together and making a happy home and paying the bills together, or just paying your own bills or whatever, because we got the poster child. So we got like a child that's front and center, a child that's on the street, a child that belonged to you, or maybe is your other half, your child's parent. Yeah, where you got to make sure you put money together and take care of the child that you have together if you're not living together. That's going to make a happy home, or you just need your person to bring in the cash or whatever this is to get a job right here. So something is a hole in the middle of, so something, maybe a hole was in the middle, or a hole was on the money, a hole was in the middle of, maybe the person was in jail or whatever this is, let's say. Or we got some posters that's going to be hung up, right? And it's going to be a hole in the middle because they got to get nailed up or just put up, or let's just flow a little bit. So we have Wall Street. That's just a money card, a job card. So maybe some kind of way somebody needed to get a job that you was hooked to or whatever this is. So let's just flow for the Aries sign. So this is the genocide card. So we got genocide. Children are prized though. So maybe some kind of way, I don't really see negative right here. Where nothing happened to them. Well, I see the genocide, but if some kind of way, if something happened to a child, you know, you might have to put money together for a funeral. Something like that. I don't really let's see for the Aries. I'm trying to quit the Aries. Might wear orange because it's familiar. You're going to be familiar with something. Do you love you? God say, do you love you? Because it might be a tirade kind of way between you and somebody, or if not you and somebody, let's see. If I move on, I'm not abandoning you. If you move on, you're not abandoning a guy, whoever he is. You're just moving on with your life. What if you just move on with your life, period? If a child died, you moving on with your life. You don't want to feel like you abandon your child. Or if you move on just with your life to meet somebody new, to you don't want your child to think you're abandoning him. Because right here, when will I see my daddy again? So we might have a daddy that's in jail, right? And you might have to abandon him because you're not going to have your life out here just on hold and stand by for some man in jail. He chose to go there. Okay, so we have right here, because your life is your own. God gave you your life to live, and you're going to live it, whoever this Aries is. So if we have right here that if a relative died here, or if a father died to the child, for instance, the child wants the daddy back, but there's nothing you can do about it. But is you abandoning him because you deciding to move on with your life after a while? No, you're not abandoning him because God wants you to what? Right here. Wants you to what? To be strong, right? You need more self-esteem. No, because whoever your partner is, or whoever your partner was with the genocide, either went to jail or somebody died or whatever it might be, had to be accountable, right? Because the person know they did it, and the person need to face it. So somebody, if you got somebody who went to jail, they did whatever they did, maybe kill somebody or whatever. Or it could be the other way around, where the person who died, their child is, wanting their daddy back, but then we got on the other hand somebody else in jail who might have did the murder or whatever. Could have been somebody who did some carjacking, who wanted a car. But people got realized you can't be killing somebody because you want a car. Take somebody's whole life away because you want a car. Listen to how that even sound. You gotta wear the crown of queen or king, whoever I'm talking to, so you won't feel like you're sinking, because God said you gotta get more self-esteem in this situation, because maybe some kind of way your relative was didn't have a notion that your relative was in the wrong territory. So if you got a guy, your child's father, or whoever this is, your child's father, is your child father, or the poster child could just stand for your child was standing out because your child is being talked about a lot because either his father is in jail, got arrested for killing somebody, or his father was killed. Get what I just said, right? So we have right here that he was in the wrong territory. He didn't have a notion he was in the wrong territory. So if he got carjacked some kind of way, he's in the wrong territory. He might have stopped for gas. People stop for gas in other cities and states they don't live in. They stop for gas, but they not really thinking all the way that it's people lurking around that could have a car just like you got a car and come right in there and rob you and take your car because they got somebody waiting to ride your car. People got to be more alert and aware and don't be so nonchalant with things, especially when you're not even in the state or city that you live in. You can do, in the one you live in, you got to be alert, but when you're out of town, you can't just be doing that stuff. So we got this one right here. This is an outside card. Outside, somebody have anxiety or somebody is taking some kind of medication, or you want to wind up taking some kind of medication because you want to have anxiety or whatever. You want to see, or you see that you wanted somebody to come see about you, or he wants you to come see him in jail. If he in jail, he wants you to come see about him. Come see me in jail. Or the child want the father to come see about him. But maybe you haven't told the child well, your daddy in jail. Or you might haven't told your child the father died or was killed. But you might have said the father was killed, but the child still want his daddy. Get what I'm saying? Children, they still want. They hear what you're saying, but so we got this one. Maybe he want to pin you down. He want to marry you since he went to jail. Or if your loved one was killed, carjacked, anything like that, maybe they was pinning him down some kind of way at the car. You know your rights. You know your rights as far as whatever, custody, getting justice, or whatever it is, or getting non-support, or whatever it is. Get what I'm saying? Whatever it is, your rights on something. So we got number 310, angel number, I'm going to say. Somebody can dish it out, but they can't take it. Maybe in Detroit. Don't have to be Detroit. Could be windy. Or it might be during the time wind be blowing or whatever. Or maybe it might have happened already. And court could already come. I just don't know. Okay, but somebody can dish it out but can't take it. So if somebody murdered somebody, they can't take it as far as they can't take what time they're going to get or what a judge saying. Or that's the only thing I can see with that. So evidence. Maybe it need to be some kind of evidence. During the quaint time, maybe you're going to find out that it is some evidence where it's going to be where they find somebody and arrest somebody. And it might be your child's father that get arrested. Or it's going to be evidence because maybe your child's father, one of you child's father was murdered or whatever. Maybe somebody tried to carjack. That's what I'm coming with this car. Because somebody needed a car. Because it says, will you work? Because we got a female, I feel I'm talking to a female. You need a car. But God says, will you work to get it? Or if you got a guy, he need a car, but will he work to get it? Get what I just said, right? But it feel like somebody got carjacked. Because the person can dish it out. Because if you carjack, you dishing it out. But when the judge get to throwing everything, the book at you, you can't take it. There's going to be some evidence. Look, I said the book at you. Look, the books, right? Because your loved one mattered. Your child mattered. Your child father mattered. Your child having a father mattered, right? Because it left your child bruised, feeling a certain kind of way. Well, you might feel a certain kind of way after what didn't happen, because it's going to leave you a certain kind of way. After a while, you're going to move on, especially if you got your child's father, or if he's not your child's father, your love interest, or whoever this is, if he went to jail for any kind of killing, you're not going to have your life on hold. God don't want you to have your life on hold for some man who chose to go to jail. Because you got a lot of people who choose to go to jail. I don't mean people who get put in jail for wrong and they ain't do anything. I mean the people who choose to go. When you carjack somebody, you choosing to go to jail. When you rob a bank, you choosing to go to jail. You saying you want to go to jail with all of those things you do because you're committing a crime. God don't want you holding your life up for no man in jail that chose to go to jail. You heard what I just said, right? Okay, so let's just flow. This is for... Dang, I talk so much. Who was this for? Was this the Aries? I talk so much, Aries. Was this you, Aries? I did Leo. This Aries. So next is the Sage, okay? Sage. This is for my Sagittarius coming. This is for the Aries, though. Unexpected caution.